to my channel. It's Toya. In the last video I talked about mental health and just like shit that I've been going through, right? So I wanted to touch on that. Like I feel like I can get into like all the other content like first after getting, you know, the important stuff out of the way, which is mental health. As I said last time, like you literally can't function as a human being without your mental health being in check. So I had a long day today. Like I was out and about. I came back home and I was like cleaning the apartment. Literally, this is the only time that I've been so busy with like school and everything, you know. So yeah, let me just fix my nightstand because it piled up. You know, like for me, my nightstand is where I put everything. Like if I'm back from a long day, I'm just like, okay, here's this thing that I had during the day, maybe my water bottle, I put it there. I put, you know, it just fills up quickly for me. So I was like, nah, I cannot live like this. I can't leave this here. I also have this chair. I know we all have that one chair in the room. I have this chair with my jumpers. Like when I go out, I put my jumpers there and like it's full of jumpers. I think I'll fix that one tomorrow. It's been like that for like the whole week. So yeah. Anyway, that's not the reason for this video. As I said, mental health. Sweetie, when I said I have been through it last time, I wasn't lying. I didn't lie at all because I feel like for the past 5 years, I just haven't been completely present as a person. Like I just haven't been fully there, you know? Because, I mean, I could start with like, it all started when I was a child, you know? But like, it really did all start when I was a kid. I kid you not. But I felt like the past 5 years is when everything hit me, especially when I moved to America, when I moved here to the USA. That's when I was like, fuck, like I need to work on my mental health. Like at first back home, like I'll just be like, okay, whatever. Like we all have bad days, we all have shit that we've been through. You know, it's cool. Let me just keep existing. But then when you're separated from things that you're used to, and you're separated from your family, your friends who you see all the time, and you're now left alone in your headspace to deal with your things, that's when it hits hard. Like 2021, August, when I just moved here, I remember getting a job and like crying literally every day. I mean, I wasn't that homesick, honestly. Like I didn't mind. I don't know why there's things flying around. Like right when I start recording, everything just wants to come here. Also, like, bitch, do you want to have a YouTube channel as well? Like, what's going on? Anyways, it's like when I had a job, literally, it was so hard to even focus. I couldn't even keep that job. I was like, nah, I can't do this anymore. I quit. Got another one. Quit that one too. You know, it was my dad, like, because my parents and everyone else is back home. He's just like, you know what, you're not even supposed to be working. Like I told you, like I'll send you money and all of that stuff. And I'm just like, bro, like I really just want to like have my own money, you know? You just know how it is. Like I'm an adult now. I'm literally going to be 23. That's a big age. I'm just like, that's crazy. Out of the way. It's been a lot, honestly. Like I feel like I don't know if I'm ready to even go really into detail like that right now, but then like just touching on the surface, like it's always been a person that keeps to myself, and like the people see me and they're like, okay, you're a cute girl, you're this, you're that, you know, and they expect you to have like a lot of friends and stuff like that, but I'm really not like a social person because I've been through a lot of bad things with people. Like I've had people stab me in the back, literally. Like I had this one friend that now I'm just talking about stuff, but for real, like I had this one friend that I really thought was a ride or die. Like I thought this person had my back, and they literally told me like, okay, you know what, I'll talk about this, let me not go back and forth. For the past 5 years, as I said, like it's been hard. First of all, how the years, like 5 years ago, like I was grieving and just going through like a lot of things, you know, just being introduced into the adult world and trying to like find my place in society and like, you know, basically get my shit together and, you know, get to know myself. Like I had this friend that I was really close to, right? We were close, we were friends, like friends for many years. Everyone knew we were friends, and I really thought this person had my back, right? And they basically said something in the lines of like, what you're going through right now, like you deserve it, like something like that, like it's that shit hit me off guard. Like I was like, what are you saying? Like I deserve to be sad right now, I deserve to be grieving, like what do you mean? And I feel like this is someone that maybe pursued me, and then like I just didn't care enough, or I didn't notice, and then maybe them seeing me going through something like a hard time, going through like grief, as I said, maybe that made them feel like happy, I guess. I mean, clearly it did for them to say something like that to me. From that moment, guys, from that very moment when I heard those words, I was like, you know what, I really can't trust anyone. I thought this person was my true friend, and just saying this, that was like an eye-opener. That made me realize that, you know what, in this world, you're really on your own. Well, not really. There's people that you can trust, obviously. There's nice people, your family, like, so, not all family, but like, there's obviously people that are good and like looking out for you and they actually care for you. But like, that experience made me realize like, shit, I don't have any real friends. Like, that was the moment where I was like, literally my best friend right now, Chipampa, like, that's the only person like who's my ride or die. That's not my voice getting breaky. Oh, come back, Toria, come back. We're still here. Literally my best friend. I don't know, sometimes I get emotional when I talk about her because I love her so much, and like, she doesn't know what she's done for me. Literally going through the hardest times of my life, she was right there by my side. Like, bad bitches don't cry. No one else was. When I literally felt like shit, like I'm alone, like no one gives a shit about, what's going on in my life. Yeah, going through something like that, it's not easy. It's not. Like, even to this day, like, people say like grief lasts a lifetime, and that's honestly so true. And just having people around you that support you and care about you is so important. And yeah, I feel like that's something that really set the pace for how I view entering relationships. Like, it could be friendships or even like, romantic relationships. I'm just like, can I really trust this person? Can I really, put my all in this? Because for me, when I like someone, or I want to be friends with someone, or I want to be like involved with someone, I'm not a fake person. Like, I know that. Like, I'm here, I'm being honest. I'm not going to come showing you my teeth, smiling, but then like meanwhile I'm trying to stab in. Like, I don't have time for that. If I'm going to be a friend, I'm going to be a real friend. Like, I'm going to be there for you. I'm the type of friend that will get up at 3. If you call me, oh, Tori, there's this going on, trust I'll be there. But I feel like in this world that we live in, can't really trust anyone. Like, there's a few people that are like, okay, you know what, like, I'm actually down for you, like, I'm actually here for you. I don't just see you and want to benefit. I don't just see you and just see someone to be used, that type of thing. And I know so many girls go through this. Like, it sucks. Like, we're not just objects, I'm a person with feelings. I go through shit. You go through shit. Like, anyways, it's sad, actually, if you think about it. There's really no one to talk to about these things. Like, people just look at you like, what are you talking about? People want you should be happy. People are like, they desire you. Like, I don't want to be desired like that. I want to be loved. Like, if you want to come here, not even just romantically, as a friend, like, I want my friends to love me, be down for me. I remember thinking, Toria, like, if you're going to let these things get you down, it's going to be like this forever. Like, you're just going to be sad. I literally said I'm going to be fixing my my nightstand, but I'm not doing that right now. I'm just talking. But this is so important, honestly. I thought myself, like, Tora, you're just going to be freaking sad, all the time. Just letting outside energy determine how you feel inside. Like, letting people from outside make you feel sad, make you feel upset. Like, no. I was like, I'm done. I can't live like this. This shit is depressing. It's sad. Fast forward, I'm talking about, like, I'm not even giving you time frames of like me realizing this, but at some point I feel like this really happened in 2021, like, where I was like, I just opened my eyes, like, you know what, a lot of people in this world, not everyone, but a lot of people in this world are full of shit, and it's going to be really hard for you if you're going to be on the people that are full of shit. You have to just like redirect your attention to people that actually care about you, to your own mental health. So 2021 was like one of those like okay, I see now. One of those years where it's like, damn, okay, let's open our eyes, girl. Yeah, I think that was the year where I started to get close to God as well. Like, even when I remember going for my first job. I've never worked in my life, like, prior to coming to the US. Like, I haven't worked any job. So it was my first time ever, and it was so stressful. And I just felt like an imposter, you know? I just felt like I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm new here and everything, like, shit. But then, like, I don't know, through that struggle of, like, going through work for the first time, I got closer to God. Like, I was like, okay, you know what, God, like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, I'm literally in a new place. I've never been here before. I've never lived here before. Literally, the last time I was in America was when I was born. And I was like, okay, if other people can do this, like, I can do it as well, you know? So, yeah, I did it. Like, I went through the job. Like, okay, my mental health was like trash there, but I still went through it. Like, I still put in effort and did my best, made money, bought my stuff, you know, paid bills as well. Like, I never thought a day in my life I would be paying bills. Oh, I hope I didn't hit the mic. I didn't really have friends there. I did meet some nice people at, like, my workplace. You know, there's this one girl who I'm still friends with. Thank God for her. Like, she's such a good person. But yeah, you know, you come to a new place, you don't have friends, right? Your mental health is already in the gutter. Like, it was hard. Like, it was really hard. I can't even lie. And by then, I hadn't yet started school. When I just came here, I was just like, you know what, I just want new beginnings. Like, I just want to, like, see what's out there in the world. So my sister, who I came with, that's when she started her master's, right? That's why we came, because she got accepted. And, like, I was like, you know what, I'm moving with her. Like, I don't need a visa, so I can go with her. So, and my parents were like, okay, that's cool, you can go. 2022, that's when I was like, okay, you know, now I'm done, like, working and stuff. I want to go to school. Like, I want to enroll into school as well, the same college, the same university that my sister is at. So I was like, okay, let's do this. Got accepted, and I was like, okay, that's good. Like, that's great. And then I started my first semester. Another battle, like, another thing to overcome, you know. That's what I was thinking. Like, this is something else as well. But I was like, you know what, God, like, you've been with me through that job. You're with me through that job, through, like, I had this talking stage thing also. Let me just touch on that lightly. Even though, like, for me, I don't know, up until now, relationships, just like romantic relationships, just haven't been something that I prioritize. Like, they're not that important to me. But now, you know, because anyways, I'll talk about that some other day. But yeah, it wasn't just something that I prioritize, right? It wasn't something important to me. So even when I talk to a guy, I'll just be like, oh, okay, like, let's see where this goes. And then, like, you know, it ends, and I'm like, I didn't lose anything. Like, I'm good. Oh, can you hear me scratching myself? I don't know if that's close enough to the mic. But yeah, even when things end, I'm just like, you know what? It's happened. We get up, we go. But then there's this one I wouldn't even call it a situationship, but this one situation where this guy did me dirty. Like, I was played, right? And I was like, me getting played? Like, yo. I literally sat in disbelief. Like, I was just like, wow, you just got played. Like, you're going through shit, you don't have a job, and now you got played. It sucked. Like, honestly, that was my first, like, ever, you know. And I was like, even through that, I still said, God, you know what, I know that you're with me. This sucks. I've never felt like this before, but, you know, I'm growing. Like, this means I'm growing emotionally. I don't know. Like, I was just trying to see the good out of the situation and just be like, okay, we've experienced something new. What can we learn from this? Don't trust these niggas. Okay, cool. 2022, we get accepted. We go into college, right? Uni, whatever, same thing. And it's like, first semester, going through it. Like, I remember feeling so lost again, imposter syndrome, right? And I'm like, shit, here we go again. Okay. And I feel like with these experiences where it's like, you know, it feels like I'm taking an L, I feel like I've matured so much. I've learned so much from them. And I feel like everything that I've experienced was, like, absolutely necessary for me to grow as a person, because who would have imagined like working 2 jobs? Like I never imagined that for myself, but like that happened, and like I'm so grateful for it. I would never want to go through that ever again in my life. But it was an experience that I'm so grateful for, because now I look at people maybe who are going through that same stage in their life, and I feel empathy for them, or I feel like I know what that feels like. So I'm just like, more gentle with people. I feel like I wasn't really gentle with people before, but then after experiencing working and like some things, I'm like, okay, you know what, I can be more gentle for people. I can feel people's pain, and like I know what that situation is like. Or maybe if I see someone going through something that maybe I've never even experienced before, like I still am gentle with that person, because I know like it's probably crazy, like it's probably, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I needed God's grace again first semester of school, because I hadn't been in school for like a while. Honestly, yeah, I hadn't been in school for like a while, couple of years. So like, it's like, okay, here we go again, like ish. Yeah, that's just a rundown of like my mental health, just like quickly. But like I wanted to share this just to let you guys know that even when you see like maybe someone presenting themselves like, oh, happy, and like, oh, okay, everything's great, like my life is chill, you literally have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Like you don't know what they're going through. They could be grieving, they could be, so I hope this is a message to everyone to just be like more gentle with people, and also to be careful with people, because there's lots of people that are so not genuine. Like so many people you have I'm so comfortable in myself. Like I literally entertain myself. Like I'm just like, okay, what are we going to do today? Let's go to the gym, let's do this. Okay, I want to thrift, I want, like, and I feel like that feeling that comfortable yourself is only something that you can get from God, because so often we'll be craving attention from like the outside when we need, like, to work on the inside and stuff. I don't know, I'm trying to word this properly so that you can understand what I'm thinking, but like I know you get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, most of the times we just need to get in touch with our inner selves. Like we just have to figure out ourselves on the inside, figure out who we are, because most of us, if not all of us, are lost. Like literally, if you ask someone right now, like, what are you doing with your life, you'll just be like, just going with it, just see what happens. So I think there's some reassurance in like trusting that God is with you and God's guiding you throughout your life. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Even with the gym gets really hard sometimes. It gets really hard. There was literally this one day I cried at the gym, and I'm like, Toria, we've been doing this for months. Can we please not start crying here? But it happens, and like I'm just so happy. Like my life it's like it just makes sense to me now. Like I'm not saying I have a clear path of like what I'm doing and where I'm going. Nobody does at the end of the day, for being honest. But I just feel so comfortable because I know that God is with me, because I know that God is guiding me. So yeah, I hope that helps someone. Anyways, I've been talking instead of fixing my nightstand. So I think for my nightstand, I'll probably do this tomorrow. That is it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this, and I hope you can share it with someone maybe who's going through hard times. And yeah, I hope it helps you, help someone else. Bye. It's kind of cute. It's giving a little bit.